In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over this XTOOL D7 smart diagnostic tool. If you're like me and you do kind of like work on your own vehicles a lot, and there's a lot of times you get these codes or you have to relearn or reprogram something, this is the one I recommend because this one is loaded with features. And what I'm going to do for y'all in this video, I'm just going to kind of like go over it and show you everything you get with this thing, and then I'll hook it up to my car that has a check engine light on and an airbag light on, and we'll see what each one kind of codes gives us, and we'll see what we can do to fix those. So let's get into the review now. Okay, so it comes in a very nice premium looking case right here. Check out this case with metal buckles. This has metal buckles, so none of those plastic ones that will break off. Oh, and you can lock it. There is a locking hole right there. And let me just show you the unit, show you everything you get with the unit here. So here's all of your connections for different types of outlets. They do give you different types of outlets. So I'm going to be using obviously the 110 outlet. That's that one right there. But then they have the more of an Asia and European outlet, just in case you need it. They have a little USB-A to USB-C connector. So you've got that covered. And then here's the actual USB-C to C, I think is what that is. That's that cable there. And that's going to be for charging it. This is battery powered, by the way. And there's the OBD2 kind of sensor that goes in. It looks like a little PC port right here. And here's all of the unit here. I've already had this out and kind of looked over it and kind of like seen what all came with it. So right here's the packing list. It kind of goes over all of the stuff you get with it, just to know. But here's a little quick start guide. Now, if you've used any of these diagnostic tools before and you know how to work a basic OBD2 sensor, port, you'll be fine. You don't really need this. You can pretty much figure this out on your own. But look at how premium this unit looks. So check this out. It's got bumper guards on the side right here. There's a little bumper guard on each side. So if you do drop it, you're not gonna like damage it. There's a screen cover on here. They already included a screen cover on it. But check out those bumper guards, because you know what, as a mechanic, look, I almost dropped it right there. A USB-C in right here. It's got internal memory built in, and now you'll just plug the cable in. Right up here is where the cable plugs in. Now to turn this on, you're gonna hold this down for a few seconds. I don't know how well it's gonna show up in the camera. I got a little bit of reflection going on right here. I'll try to turn it at this angle. Very nice looking premium screen. You pull this thing out, people will definitely think you know what you're doing. Well, I know when I pull it out, I feel like I know what I'm doing, even though I still had to revert back to a user manual from time to time. Look at that loading screen, XTOOL loading screen right there. Now there is some updates and things that I'm probably going to have to do, because this will hook to the Wi-Fi and then it updates the vehicle. So technically it kind of future-proofs it, that it can have all the different updates and all of that on there. Touch control, we can set this up real quick. It's looking for my Wi-Fi. Let me go ahead, set this up, and then we'll come back. Okay, so I officially did all of the updates. I went ahead, you have to log in and do all of your updates first before you can use this thing. Now I'll show you what, and there's a trial thing on it too if you want to use the trial. So auto scan, you'll hook in the OBD2 sensor and then hit the auto scan, it'll scan it. Special functions, this is what makes this thing stand apart from almost every other unit I've had. You've got oil reset, ABS bleeding, BMS reset, the TPMS reset, and you can program them. So I do like the fact that you can program injecting coding. Not many have injection coding for your fuel injectors. EPB, which I think is like a parking brake, AC relearn, throttle adaptation, airbag reset. So that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to do the airbag reset on this car and see if we can get that to work. Water pump. I love all of the features. Gearbox, clutch, tire size reset, speed limiter. We've got a report. We've got updates. When you want to do updates, we won't use that right now. You got more. So more, you've got your profile, your endoscope, which I think you can run a camera out of this. Possibly you can put a little camera in there. I have not tried that. I do have a camera, by the way. Settings, so you can go into the settings, you can change the unit, you can change from English. Here's the unit, metric, imperial, US units, USB display, so you can have it for data transfer or an expansion, sound and display. Let me go ahead, let's plug this thing up, and let me show you what's on this car. So right now, let's put, you guys see that? You got door ajar, but I have a airbag light flashing, and a check engine. The TPS sensors, now those will have to be replaced inside the tire to reprogram them. I can reset it, but they'll just come back on. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead, turn it off, plug in our meter. So let's go ahead, put the key on. I'm not gonna start it, I'm just gonna put it in the on position. Hit the auto scan and let's see what we get. It gave me my engine. It's a Nissan, it's a V1420, so it is Nissan. That's correct, so they've nailed that. So let's do, it's scanning. It found one engine fault right now. It still can, transmission passed, auto locks brake system. Airbag faulty, body control module faulty, electric power steering faulty, intelligent power distribution, engine room, rear view camera, no, transmission pass, meter pass. Check out all of that. So right now I want to know, let's read the information. It gave me the code. There's all the code for the electric, the ECU part. It gives me the part number, faulty O2 sensor, and a faulty catalytic converter. This thing has 300,000 miles on it. The power steering, I definitely did not know that it had a problem with the power steering. But the thing is, I can clear all of the codes right here. So we're going through, it's clearing every code, and then we could drive it and see if it comes back. So check this out. It cleared the check engine light and it cleared the tire pressure thing. It wouldn't clear the airbag light. The airbag light, I think, has to be repaired. I don't think it's going to let me clear that one, which is understandable. You know, a lot of times you don't want to clear something without repairing it or like knowing what's going on with it. So let's go into the special functions. By the way, you can program a key with this. This is really handy because you can program key fobs and keys with this. I do like that feature right there too. Yeah, everybody, this is one of the best units I've seen so far. This would be great for a mechanic or like what I do, a lot of backyard mechanics that just want to get a unit that can program a lot of different stuff on almost every vehicle known on the market today, which is absolutely crazy how many cars are out there today and how much time this thing could save you when you need to repair something or diagnose something. So I recommend the XTOOL D7. So yeah, there it is, everybody. That's all I got on the, the XTOOL D7 OBD2 checker. See you on the next video.